They gotta know who you are, what you're about, what you're doing, where you're going. Be vocal. My neighbor's gonna think I'm so boastful, I'm so arrogant, I'm so not humble. Get over it. When the right people hear the right message, they show up. You want to attract these A players, make sure your voice is always out there. They're not just gonna magnetically find you. They can't. They gotta know who you are, what you're about, what you're doing, where you're going. Be vocal. Get vulnerable. Get through the uncomfort. I know so many people are like, I don't want to get on Instagram. I don't want the world to know what I'm doing. Oh, my neighbor's gonna think I'm so boastful. I'm so arrogant. I'm so not humble. Get over it. At the end of the day, there's so many great A players, and I want you to change your mindset around that. There's so many A players out there right now looking for a fantastic A leader. They're looking for you, but can't find you because you won't get over your comfort level. You won't get vulnerable and share how you truly feel on social media. But guys, as you do that, this megaphone goes out in your behalf and you start to attract it. So let me read that quote one more time. When the right people hear the right message, they show up. So when people ask me, Cody, how are you attracting these people? I'm very open on my social media channels of who I am. And I try every day to just make sure my true self and my social self are the exact same person. And as I do so, I've been able to attract talent of these A players and people that have been with me for 6, 7, 8. I have a guy actually have a gal that's with me that's been with me for 10 years. 10 years. It's because I'm always looking, I'm always sharing my true self on social media. And as I do so, I'm simply attracting these A players. Now, the other part of this, how do you discern an A player? How do you know you got an A player on the hook? Like you're like, man, this is an A player. How do I know? It starts before you actually are hiring. It starts before you're looking for the individual. You've got to get crystal clear on your core values. Example, behind me is a sign. This is our family ones, and I can show you what our family core values are. Honest, hopeful, humble, and heart for others. Those are our core values. You need to know those core values, but over and above core values, you need to also establish what your culture is going to be. And I think too many times people think your mission statement and your core values are your culture. No. They are completely separate from one another. That's great. It's a plaque that resides on your wall. And yes, you need to know those so that you can make sure people are in alignment with your core values. For our companies, the only thing we switched out instead of hopeful, we switched out hunger. We need people to be hungry, like, ooh, they want this each and every day. So 4 H's, simple, right? You need to establish those before you're even trying to hire. You need to establish what culture looks like. Culture to me is not the core values. Culture to me is how you show up, how you treat others, how you are when no one's watching at work. What does your work ethic look like? Culture is all about this like way of serving, loving, listening. When a team member comes to you, you're there, you're empathetic, and you're there to help them, serve them, help them become the better version of themselves, and likewise they to you. That's culture. And it's up to the leader to maintain culture. If culture is being broke, it's because you're allowing it to be broke. You got to make sure that you are a warrior that's pushing forward culture each and every day, making sure that they follow that. That is how you have a strong business, is when people love this culture that you've established, are following these core values and live by these core values each and every day. Once you have these things, then during the hiring process, let me give you why this is so important. The culture is 60% of the weight of our interview. Meaning, if you don't fit culturally, you can't even get a job no matter how great your skills are. You could be the greatest salesperson in the world, and guess what? You still won't get a job, or you still won't be able to be part of the team if you do not fit culturally. Culture is everything. 40% is our skill set, the skills that you need to have to be able to work or have the roles and responsibility to be on the team, right? Ask them. Have you been the top 1, the top 2, top 3? Where were you working at? Where would you say? Were you at the top? Were you in the middle? Were you at the bottom? Where were you? You guys, I want to make sure I'm hiring the people that are at the top. I don't want the middle people. I don't want the bottom people, right? I want A players. People that fit culturally, already have the skills. They've already had past success. There's a point where you have to be patient. And you might go through 7, 10, 50 applicants to find the right person. You're going to call in references. When they say they've worked for so-and-so, X, Y, and Z, call those companies X, Y, and Z. Ask them, how did they fare? Were they like the top 10%? Were they like the middle people? Were they the bottom people? Where were they? Take time. You've always heard this, slow to hire, quick to fire, right? Make sure you take your time. It's crucial that they fit culturally and that they are A players and that they already bring to the table skills that are going to propel your business. All right, guys, Last topic in closing. I want you to think about this. If you're surrounded by C players, I want you to understand you are a C leader. Now, I know that stings, but I share that because I love you. As I coach many individuals that are high net worth, I've coached individuals in the 6-figure range. I've coached people in the 7-figure range to multiple 7-figure range. And when they come to me to coach them, I'm telling them the exact same thing. Whenever they have a ceiling, whenever they have some kind of a plateau, I ask them to first internally look at them. Going back to Jim Rohn, rarely does a man's income exceed his level of personal development. And I make sure, are they spending time to become a better leader each and every day? That you didn't just maintain, but that you are adding additional hours of growth, making sure that you're learning more and more on this leadership so that you're expanding. Guys, if John Maxwell has over 80 books on just the one topic of leadership, there is so much. This is going to be a lifelong journey. This is not something I study for the next 3 years and I'm good. No. This is what you're going to study the rest of your life so that you continue to grow your empire. The mirror, guys, this is going to be your best diagnostic. This is going to be your best diagnostic tool. Become who your dream team would want you to follow. Going back to John Maxwell, don't show me your dreams, show me your teams. Because with the right team, you can accomplish any dream that you have. Humble yourself, guys. Admit when you're the bottleneck. So if you're having struggles right now, don't be a victim. Don't be the one that's out there blaming the economy, that's out there blaming this. Look in the mirror. The mirror is the best tool you have, because if you have bad talent, bad team on your team, it's you. It's the exact level of where you're at within your leadership. You guys, final words is, I want you to invest in seminars, invest in books, invest in events. You've got great authors out there, people that I've been studying for years. John Maxwell, Robin Sharma, Brendan Burchard. These are all great individuals that I've been studying for years on leadership and how to grow myself so I can grow my business, grow my team. Go to events. I have events throughout the year. You can go to my website at codyhoffine.com and just find events. There's other events out there. Pay to play. Where you pay attention. Find ways to start learning. Use that daily hour each and every day. Final call is, I want you to think about this. I want these podcasts to be something that are life-changing, that you're actually going to take action, not just listen to it. So here's some of the things I want you to do. I want you to audit yourself. Be honest. I want you to define your core values. I want you to define what your desired culture should be like and what you want in your business. I want you to show up consistently and authentically. I want you to get out there. Get live on all the Instagram platforms, on all the social media platforms. Get live. Start practicing. Do the reps. Share to the world what you're looking for. Share your truth. Share why you win, and watch what happens. You're going to start attracting these A players. Do the reps. If this has been game-changing for you, if this has been something that's added value in your life, my ask to each one of you is, first and foremost, subscribe to the podcast. Also, take time to share this with someone that you know needs this message. Guys, that would be the greatest thing you could give back to me, because with all the algorithms, with all these platforms, it's by getting a 5-star review. It's by people that are willing to share it. So that's my ask, so that it gets in the hands of those that need it. Because my goal in life is to have a massive impact on people's lives, and you can play a role in that. You guys, thank you so much for being with me, and I'll see you on the next episode.